Hello students, welcome to the Blues Talking Bamo once again. I'm really sorry for this much awaited video as I was busy due to some personal engagements. That's why I could not make it earlier. So, this is the lecture about accounting conventions. As you guys know, we were studying the accounting principles, and underneath accounting principles we have covered all the accounting concepts. So this is the accounting conventions lecture. What are the names of these conventions? As I have written here, there are 4 accounting conventions. Number 1 is Convention of Diclosure. Number 2 is Convention of Materiality. Number 3 is Convention of Consistency. Number 4, the Convention of Conservatism. So there are 4 accounting conventions. Let me explain these conventions one by one. First of all, I'll explain the Convention of Diclosure. What is that? Convention of Full Disclosure. This is also known as Convention of Full Disclosure. Because why it is known as Convention of Full Disclosure, and what is basically disclosed in this convention? That is the most important question. What is disclosed? In financial statements like profit and loss account or income statement or balance sheet, what is disclosed? Of course, the financial information related to any business or firm is disclosed. But what is disclosed in this accounting convention of disclosure or full disclosure? The non-financial aspects. So the non-financial aspects of transactions along with the financial aspects of transactions are disclosed in the Convention of Diclosure. Or why it is disclosed? For whom it is disclosed basically? Why disclosed? It is disclosed for the relevant stakeholders. So the relevant stakeholders, who are the relevant stakeholders in the business? Of course, they are the proprietors of the business, the creditors, the potential investors, and also the shareholders. If any, all those people are the stakeholders in any business. So this information, non-financial information, non-financial aspect of financial transactions is disclosed in, where it is disclosed in most probably the financial statements. For these stakeholders, how it is disclosed? How it is disclosed? This is disclosed basically in the 2 ways. Number 1, as footnotes under financial statements. And number 2, in the minutes of meeting of directors, board of directors, or this is also called the supplemental information. So by the way of supplemental information or as footnotes under the financial statements, we can disclose this information, this full disclosure concept. So what is the full disclosure concept? Let me give you an example. Suppose there is a company ABC which has purchased a piece of land for expansion of its business, And later on, the company ABC comes to know that that land is burdensome already, and there is also, suits going on in the court of law about the possession of, about basically the status, the legal status of that piece of land. So, if when we show that piece of land in the assets, in the balance sheet under the assets column, so this information, there would be a steric mark will be put here, or and under as a footnote under the star, or if it is marked as 1 2 3, there will be written that it is contingent property, or the lawsuit number, or lawsuit, that is continued in the court of law, and the number of that suit is case number is so and so. And so this is the relevant information which is most important one in order to show in the financial statements along with the non-financial statements for the purpose of full disclosure. It is basically against the confidentiality, you can say. First of all, of course, we know that any business transaction of any person that is, more confidential, whether it be the personal transaction of any person, of course, if there is, let's take an example of bank. When you open an account with your bank and the bank sends you the documents, like the checkbook, or the card, debit card of your business, it is written always that it is confidential. It is always written on the envelope that it is the confidential one. But it is the confidential one, and of course, likewise, there is confidential information in the company, within the company. But when it comes to disclose the financial situation of the company, there is no confidentiality in this aspect. So the accountant or the relevant accounting staff needs to disclose all the information for management to make any decisions based on the current situation in the future, and also the stakeholders, for the relevant stakeholders, which includes the creditors of the company, the potential creditors, or the potential investors and shareholders of the company. So all this information should be fully disclosed in any business under according to the full disclosure, or the Convention of Diclosure, under the accounting principle. It is the basic accounting principle. I hope you have understood this lecture. So please don't forget to share it with those who might benefit from it a lot. And I'll see you in the next part of this accounting convention series. Take care. Bye.